Isaac J, real quick, what's your question?
Testing. Can you hear me?
I got a couple of spin rate. Yeah, dude, sound great.
What's up, Omar? How you doing? Been following you for a long time. I just want to put it out there. First video I saw of you was
Dude, thank you.
how to do wedding
Hey,
photography and like church photography. That's when I came across your YouTube
let's
channel
go.
a few years ago.
Hey, let me say this. This is something I forgot to say in the training. That is my favorite compliment. I've been following you for a long time. That should be everybody's goal, to one day hear that compliment, because that's how you stand out. Just stay. Just don't quit. Just keep doing the thing. Like, so you saw me when I did, photography tutorials, and I didn't even know how to talk, but I did it, and I'm still here. And people can say, I've been following you for a long time. Why should you trust whoever you trust people with financially? If like you invest in yourself through somebody, I hope it's somebody that you've been following for a long time. Okay, go ahead, my guy.
Appreciate it. So my question is, as a creator who struggles with niching down, I'm into a lot of things like fashion, music, faith, fatherhood, etc. To start a podcast, your podcast is around people who excel in their department, who are killing it or crushing in their department, right? What advice would you give to someone who struggles with not sticking to a specific niche or topic? And how would you grow your podcast around the many things that you like to do?
Yeah. I think the thing that would help, number one, is the thing you can go deepest in. Like, how deep can you go with all those various things that you're into, because the other stuff is going to just be supplementary to the niche. So I don't want to discount that you have all these things that you're into or you want to talk about, or but I would say there has to be a way where you the one that you can go the deepest on, which is like, if I started following your podcast, I know it would be this. Now, people would say, well, your thing's called The Department with Omar Eltakrori. I say yes, because you can have broad appeal, but it doesn't look niche right now. But no, my podcast is very niche. It is like it is like people who the niche is me, right? Like I'm in ministry, I'm in business, I'm a content creator. Like that's a niche, So I know that if I veer off too much, it may not do too well. But I'm also deciding on there's dude, walk in your convictions. Like my worst performing podcast right now, I wouldn't say worst, but like one of the worst, is the conversation I had on leadership with my pastor. And I actually was okay with that, because I'm deciding what conversations I want to put out there. And so, like, yeah, did the people respond? They totally did. They told me that they don't like the topic of leadership, essentially. But I want to add to the conversation of leadership, so I'm gonna do that. So there's like it's a tension to be managed, like the tension of like, what is the main thing? If somebody found me, could they watch other podcasts and follow along? That you want that out, especially when you first start out. So when I first started out, I started out random, right? And then it was a personal brand conversation that kind of took off, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be less random. Like, so now when because I interviewed a professional UFC fighter that's at my church, Dan Ige. It just tanked, but I have a weird fact. He's like my brother-in-law. His name's Sean Livingston. He has like 2 rings with the Golden State Warriors. He's my brother's sister's husband. And I want to interview him, but I'm not going to talk to him about basketball and how it was to guard Kobe Bryant. I'm going to talk to him on how he's using the latter years, or like this new, career he's in now. And how did you land on investing in real estate? Like, that's where I want to actually take the conversation, his business. So you, as the interviewer or the host, you are in control. And so I would say just test, dude. I don't want you to like feel like you have to pick right now. Just test, see what resonates. And you can have a random podcast, and build that audience over time. It might just take a little bit longer. but also it could, you could have crazy viral, videos go off, vertical videos, and then it drives traffic to your podcast. But again, if people get dragged in from those clips, is it going to align with the conversation themselves?
Right. Thank you for
So
your
that's what
time.
I would say.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. Dope hat.
Appreciate it.